How many parties have you attended in recent times? From the workplace party to family events, quite a number of them. Yes, this is the season of parties and events, and a lot of people eat out a lot because they have left home. They are on vacation far away from home and they don't have a choice but to eat out. So a few reminders are required for food handling and food choices. Yes, so that we will avoid food poisoning. Food poisoning does not imply that somebody has put poison in your food. It just means that the food might be contaminated by microorganisms like bacteria, for example, Salmonella or E. coli, or viruses like rotavirus, or parasites like Trichinella or Toxoplasma. If somebody has food poisoning, within 30 minutes of eating that food to a few hours, they might begin to have symptoms. Symptoms like nausea, they feel like vomiting, or they are actually vomiting, or they are purging, or they have abdominal cramps, stomach upset, and they may have high temperature or headache, or they may feel generally unwell. It is not something to joke with. It is serious and should be taken seriously. But let us talk about the reminders first. The very first reminder goes to food handlers. Be sure to wash your hands with soap and water thoroughly before and after handling food. Number 2, cook in a safe environment that is clean and free of flies. Don't allow flies to perch on the plate and cutlery with which the food will be served. Also, when you're cooking meat, poultry products, and seafood, make sure to cook them thoroughly. They are common sources of contaminants in food. And if you're handling things like uncooked vegetables, for example, salad, then make sure that you wash the items one by one with salt solution or vinegar thoroughly. Wash fruits the same way. And once you have made them, please refrigerate them immediately. Also, promptly refrigerate locally brewed drinks like tiger nut drink. And leftover food should be kept in the refrigerator immediately. And that is because sometimes when food is contaminated, whatever microorganism is contaminating it may release toxins into the food. When toxins are released, no matter how well you warm the food, toxins are not microorganisms, they are chemicals. So they will not die. They remain contaminants even after the food has been warmed. That's why you should quickly keep leftover food in the refrigerator. But if you have kept them in the refrigerator and you want to rewarm, please bring them up to a very high temperature. Let it get well steamed so that whatever is in the food can be taken care of. Now let's go to those that are consuming the food. Please make sure that you are ordering freshly cooked or prepared meals, and you may want to avoid ice cubes, locally brewed drinks like tiger nut drink, and uncooked vegetables, unless you are very sure and you trust the source of those items. That is when you can eat them. Lastly, for those that are buying food, please let the food color, odor, and texture guide you as to whether it is suitable for eating. Also, you may use the taste at the first scoop in your mouth. Look at the taste and assess the food. If the food doesn't seem right, then spit it out. It is better for you to lose the money you have spent buying the food than to have to spend more money, in the hospital treating yourself or a family member. What if you already developed symptoms of food poisoning? Then, if you are stooling, please begin to replace the fluid losses immediately. Begin to use oral rehydration solution immediately. But if you don't have oral rehydration solution, then you should take salt sugar solution, which you can make by yourself. If you don't have access to salt sugar solution, you can also have other forms of fluid like Gary water. It's okay. Rice water is safe. You can begin to drink as much as you can, especially after each episode of stooling. You want to replace that fluid, and in between you want to drink. But if you are vomiting, that means that person cannot replace the losses. It becomes an emergency, because in a short period they can get so dehydrated with losses from both vomiting and stooling that they become so weak and there is impaired kidney function, or they can die, especially at extremes of age, a young child and elderly people. That's why they should be taken to the hospital immediately. So anybody that is vomiting and stooling, please do not replace the losses at home. Take them to the hospital immediately. So these are the few tips that we need to know. Always remember that good health is great wealth. Whatever we want to take at this period, let us be watchful, let us be careful so that we do not take contaminated food or drinks. Thanks for watching. This is Dr. Abosede Adegbite of Clinicanics. I'll see you, God willing, again in my next video next week. Until then, please make sure you're safe. Bye.